All right, so I'm going to teach you how to make a polar graph of a cam if you've already got your cam created. And the way to do that is we've got my cam right here. I'm just going to look at the sketch, and let's do edit sketch. And so one thing you'll want is to make sure that your cam is centered on the origin. Um, you can still do this without it being centered on the origin, but that's always a good place to start. Let's do construction line. And essentially, all I need to know is at 360 degrees around here, what is the distance of the edge of the cam from that center, okay? And so if you're graphing this, you might have something like a row where the first column is the degrees, and it'll say 0. And then below that would be 45 degrees. Below that would be 90 degrees. And then we just need to fill in those distances right next to it. So let's call this 0. So if I click here and come straight down, you can see it's calling it 90 degrees, but that's irrelevant for our purposes. Let's just call it 0. It says it's ½ inch. Okay, when the line is all the way down, we got the green dot showing us it's connected to the edge. All right, so now I want to know, okay, well, what is it at 45 degrees? Well, very nicely, you can see that it's going to adjust the degrees there as I go around. So this is where you're going to have to use a little math. If this thinks, I'm going to hit tab, all right, and if this thinks it is at 90 right now, let me try putting 45 and see where that goes. Aha, goes right there. And that distance, well, it's kind of already gone. So let me just go back to the origin. Again, 0.5 inches. All right, so on my chart, I would put 0 was 0.5 inches, and 45 degrees is 0.5 inches. Then I could do 90, all right, which I know is going to be straight from here to here. And that is also 0.5 inches. Okay, so let me click away from this, say cancel. Next would be 135, right? And so if I've got this on a chart, I can keep track of what number I'm on. But that's going to be from here to somewhere up here. And let's call it, again, 45 degrees. So hit tab, 45, enter. And that's the point, but it's not all the way to the edge. All right, so let me go from the edge, so straight line, 180 degrees, back to the center, and it's saying that that distance is 0.518 inches. Okay, so that's the first one that's a little different. And so for 135 degrees, we'd write 0.518 inches, and we go up to 180, and it's going to be 0.75 inches. All right, so you just continue doing that all the way around to make the polar graph. That allows you to make a nice copy of your cam on your step 3 in your notebook. And you could also make your motion graph using this information, except instead of it being organized in a circle, it'd be organized linearly. All right, so that is how you can make a polar graph or a motion graph using Inventor.